Hi YouTubers, thank you for joining me. Today is October 19th, 2022, and it is Wednesday. North Korea fired around 100 additional artillery shells into waters off its west coast today, Wednesday. The day before, they fired probably about 250 artillery shells off its east coast and west coast, as South Korea carried out an annual defense drill aimed at bolstering its ability to respond to Pyongyang's nuclear and missile threats. The incident marks the third time North Korea has fired shells into the buffer zone since last Friday, when it shot hundreds of shells there in its most significant direct violation of the 2018 agreement. A spokesperson for the North Korean People's Army, KPA, said on Wednesday that the shots were designed to send a grave warning to South Korea in response to its own artillery training that took place earlier on Tuesday in an eastern border region. South Korea's Hagyuk drills, which are due to end on Saturday, are the latest in a series of military exercises that it's conducted in recent weeks, including joint activities with the United States and Japan. The KPA General Staff said South Korea's war drills against the North is going on at a frantic manner. North Korea's artillery tests draw less attention outside to the other world governments than its missile launches, but its forward-deployed long-range artillery guns pose a serious security threat to South Korea's population, a metropolitan region, which is about 40 to 50 kilometers or 25 to 30 miles from the border with North Korea. In recent weeks, North Korea has conducted a spat of weapons tests in what it calls simulations of nuclear strikes on South Korea and U.S. targets in response to their dangerous military drills involving U.S. aircraft carrier. They're supposedly going to do another nuclear test sometime between now, which started on the 16th, until maybe the second week of November. North Korea has launched 15 missiles since it resumed its testing activity on September 25th. One of them was an intermediate-range ballistic missile that flew over Japan and demonstrated a range capable of reaching the Pacific U.S. territory of Guam, and beyond. North Korea is continuing a series of provocative acts with high frequency, such as firing ballistic missiles 23 times this year, Japanese Foreign Minister said as he announced the new measures. South Korea has also imposed its first unilateral sanctions against North Korea in nearly 5 years, blacklisting 15 North Korean individuals and 16 institutions involved in missile deployment on Friday. Starting at around 10 p.m. on Tuesday, the North fired some 250 artillery shots into waters off its west and east coast, according to JCS. And then this morning, they fired an additional 100 artillery shells into the waters off its west coast. That was today, Wednesday. North Korea had for a while there, stopped its missile testing and threats of violence and shooting off different artillery shells and missiles because it looked like during Trump's era, North Korea would make some kind of deal. So during that time, they put all their testing on hold. For a couple of years there when Trump was president, everything was put on hold. But now with Biden in office, I don't know if they just see that we got a weak president or if negotiations have completely fallen apart, but now they're doing all their rhetoric again. It seems like world events have increased ever since we pulled out of Afghanistan and left behind all that equipment. That's just my opinion, I don't know. But it seems like these countries are looking at the U.S. as being weak. What are your thoughts about that? Please put your comments down below. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please stay safe, and I'll talk to you later. God bless you. Bye.